matchups in the history of college football have had games, and more specifically, endings etched into the memory banks, etched into the lore of the sport more than the Iron Bowl. From the kick six to the grave digger, you just hear those words, emotions, frustrations stirred up that last a whole year. And in a rivalry game like this one, we can only hope for another classic like those. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Auburn left no doubt the last time these two got together, blowing out the Crimson Tide.
Auburn took care of business, handled the moment, handled the rivalry, the mighty Alabama. They did everything they needed to do to get those bragging rights and beat down the Tide.
And it is so big for recruiting. You think about in the SEC just how competitive that is. If Auburn could beat Alabama, their in-state rival, 2 years in a row, there are going to be a lot of high school prospects with their eyes on this game nationally. They're going to want to come to the Plains and get into Jordan-Hare, put on that unit.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. Got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Price. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The screen. He's got wheels. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened.
He's loose. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit.
Wide open spaces. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Play number 10 on this series. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
To the air. It's Beck. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they
the start from this offense. What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Runs through the tackle. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And off from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets away from one, finds some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Gibson. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. The kick is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run the toss. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point.
Looking for a deep man. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's going to fire deep. Makes a grab on the shot. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Tigers are marching down the field. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Makes the grab. It's Auburn. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Snap it to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and the defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Right on the money. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sharp. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Beck. quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Toss sweep to the right. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Firing deep. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Howard. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Toss to the outside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
And I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the second half.
And I hate the cliche, throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both these schools in the same state. They hate each other. The fans hate each other. Got recruited by the same schools. There is nothing about these two teams that like each other.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got him. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Let's go. From the gun, give on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. to the tight end. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Got it behind the line. It's Howard. Plows through the defense. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Howard. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama pushing the tempo. Let's talk about Alabama. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done. Picked off! A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little space. Oh, a lot of space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here.
Get set, get set.
Handoff from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knocked down for the tackle. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's
getting ahead of steam. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Nice move there. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's taking a deep shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sporting event, and the toilet paper will fly at Toomer's Corner. The Eagles will fly, and it is an orange and blue game as Auburn takes down the Tide in the Iron Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.